all the cards are finally revealed in Disney Lorcana. And that means we get to finally start deck building to the highest level and start predicting what things are going to look like. In this video today, we're going to cover 11 deck core concepts for packages within the game that we can start building with right now. Let's get right on into them. Disney Lorcana packages for core deck building blocks is a group of cards that form a cohesive portion of a deck strategy. Points the cards towards a common theme, deck building towards a deck instead of simply a collection of good cards. Forms that bases the deck but does not answer all of the deck's weaknesses. Each ink color has multiple sub-themes that these packages address. Identifying how they synergize with one another allows you to see the power that each ink provides. In Disney Lorcana, we have 6 different inks in the game, and with that, many different strategies. In this video, we're going to cover 11 of the best strategies that we think are great to start with for any player of any skill level. So here we go. Let's get into it. Our first concept for Amber is the Princess deck. Let's break this one down for you guys. Amber Princess's healing focuses around Cinderella and Rapunzel. Of course, the goals are to keep your characters at high willpower totals to counteract the removal from steel and opposing challenges, forces opponents to finish your characters all at once, gain virtual card advantage through repeatable healing, and actual card advantage through draw. The opportunity for this is to combine with high willpower characters and other inks for continuous card advantage, fits well with a single package, combines with princess cards. The weakness is it's not a huge for challenging numbers, and the support package are minimal. But all in all, the Amber Healing Package kit is wonderful. There is a lot to love about it. There's going to be a fluent draw and a consistent base, and a really good way to pressure your opponent throughout the entire game with really needing more spot removal or cards like Be Prepared and things like that. Because if they don't have those things and they can't answer your cards card for card through challenges because of how high your willpower cards are, and then the ability to just whenever you need to heal your characters back to full, really, really fun, really, really strong concept. But we're going to move on to number 2. The second package we have is the Amber Singers. The key cards in this are Ariel, Spectacular Singer, Be Our Guest, Part of Your World, Ursula's Necklace, and Songs from the Companion Inks. The goal is for consistent and targeted card advantage. Also allows for tempo through slinging songs, can compete with Amethyst card draw with the right builds. The opportunity is powerful targeted removal cards that fit with many inks / removal and characters. Search out powerful options, find to Be Prepared or Grab Your Swords. The weakness, it's not a huge challenge numbers, and its supporting packages are a bit grim. All in all, though, this is a wonderful package. It really does have a lot to offer. The song and Ursula's Necklace and the constant card draw and abilities to just manipulate your way through games. And it really is giving you so many options, whether it be through Steel with Grab Your Swords and Tinkerbells, whether it be for Ruby with Be Prepared, finishing the game with cards like Maleficent and Mickey Mouse, Brave Little Tailor. You have an endless amount of options to kind of put this package with everything, and it's a lot of fun to play. One of my personal favorites. Let's get into the third core. Our third core is a wonderful Amethyst card draw package. It really does offer a lot and just keeps up a nice fluent gameplay all the way through. Let's look at it. The Amethyst card draw package has key cards such as Friends on the Other Side, Dr. Facilier, Jafar, Keeper of Secrets, the Queen, Wicked and Vain, and Ursula's Cauldron. The goal, of course, is consistent and powerful action on virtual card advantage / selection. Drawing cards wins games. The opportunity allows you to play cards in decks that require synergy. Example, Anna and Elsa, Flotsam and Jetsam, allows for playing less inkables in a deck and using card draw and selection to find the inkables you need to continue to fill the inkwell. The weakness, it's not a huge challenge numbers and supporting packages. This is another really great one. There's no better way to win games than outdrawing your opponent. It's like the number one way to out card advantage is just by having more options and more ways to play the game. Amethyst has been doing this since basically Friends on the Other Side is revealed with Maleficent Sorceress. So it's no lie and no shock to anyone that this is a wonderful package to pick up. start building with, and start enjoying the game of Disney Lorcana. Let's talk about the next one. The Amethyst Frozen package. The key cards in this package are Elsa, Spirit of Winter, Anna, Heir to Arendelle, Elsa the Snow Queen, and Elsa Surfer. The goals, of course, are to lock down your opposing characters from being able to act and or exert ready characters to be able to challenge them through rush or onboard challengers. High lore value on characters, the opportunities that combine with additional removal in or out of the color to keep the board clear and under control. The weakness, combo cards with Anna and Elsa are going to be fairly expensive cards. But in all honesty, if you are a Frozen fan, this is exactly where you should be starting. The cool thing about this is that Disney Lorcana is offering us a lot of themes for fans, not just strategic competitive level deck players. So if you're a Frozen fan, these are definitely the cards that you should be targeting early to start building around and just enjoying the game of Disney Lorcana. Let's get to the next one. Mother Shores knows best with this Emerald Bounce strategy. Let's break into it. The Emerald Bounce key cards are Cruella de Vil, Miserable as Usual, Genie on the Job, and Mother Knows Best. The goal, of course, is to keep the board clear of opposing characters while continuing to quest and challenge. The opportunity is to combine with additional removal in or out of the color to keep board clear under control. Weakness, the key cards are uninkable, and it is quite the small package. Now, while this particular Emerald core package for deck building is one of the tinier on the ends of this list, it is very impactful. It has a lot of ways to continuously impact the board every turn and just set your opponents back for several turns in the game. Combos really well with lots of other Emerald cards and will fit into almost any Emerald deck. But I digress. Let's talk about the next Emerald package. Emerald Lore Control may be one of the most frustrating packages on this list. Let's break it down. Emerald Lore Control's key cards are John Silver, Alien Pirate, Jasper the Common Crook, Mother Gothel, Mickey Mouse, Artful Rogue, Steal from the Rich. The goal, of course, is to prevent opponents' characters from questing, forcing them to challenges your characters through reckless or simply having nothing else to do. It is a large group of cards for this particular package. The opportunity is to combine with additional removal in or out of the color to keep the board clear and under control, combine with card draw and selection to keep pressure on opponents. The weakness, characters are expensive and there is a low card draw / velocity. This is easily one of the most frustrating things to play against as a player. So if you're all about kind of getting underneath your opponent's skin, then these are the wonderful cards for you, as all of them basically tell your opponent they can never play the game how they want to. And that's never fun for anybody. Let's get into the next one. Hey guys, wanted to interrupt you guys real quick. If you're enjoying the video so far, if you like it, please hit the like button. If it's helpful for you, hit the like button for us. Give me a little shout in the comments about which of these is your favorite part of the video. Which package are you most likely to play? What are you looking forward to? And hey, if we missed something, let us know that too. Of course, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and let's get into the next tip. For my Ruby friends, the Ruby Chaos Blow Up the World strategy. Love the name, one of my favorites, of course. So let's break on into this one. Ruby Chaos / Blow Up the World package. Key cards are Be Prepared, Dragonfire, Maleficent Monstrous Dragon, Maui Here to All. The goal, of course, is to control the board through pinpoint or massive removal. If your opponent has no characters, can they even win the game? The opportunity is to combine with card draw to get large characters and abilities and not fall behind on lore, combined with early game removal, the rush characters, for example, for removal throughout on the curve. The weakness, characters have lower lore values on their own, and of course, ward. If you're looking for just straight up powerhouse removal, single target, AoE, now we have rush with Maui. This deck just has a lot of potential and has a really, really big core. So it's really easy to go, okay, here's the 10, 20, 25 cards from this package that I'm like, yep, I can kind of put this in and try it with every other ink and see how it goes. I think this is a good one for starters, and hopefully we can really get to this one shortly. But next one. Ruby has a wonderful ability of having a lot of evasive characters, which can cause frustration for your opponents in a large way. Let's break this one down. Evasives. Key cards are Genie on the Job, Peter Pan Never Landing, Tinkerbell, Most Helpful, Goofy, Daredevil, Pongo Old Rascal, and Tigger Wonderful Thing. The goal of this is to gain lore without the ability to be challenged back, lowering the opponent's ability to control your board. Cost is not much compared to on-curve stats. Evasive basically adds 1 to all costs of your characters. The opportunity is to combine with pinpoint removal to clear the road for evasives to more easily stay on the board. The weakness is the characters cannot always trade effectively into other characters. If you're looking for a really simple deck to play and basically a deck that says your opponent must stop you from doing your plan or you're going to be successful, this is a great deck for you. Having the ability to have evasive forces characters or forces opponents into making trades that they might not be able to do unless they have particular pinpointed removal. Might not have enough evasive characters to keep up with your status in the game. So definitely great for all types of players, but straightforward options, evasive is definitely the deck for you. Let's talk about the next one. Sapphire Ramp had one, if not two, if not three incredible additions to it just on the release of the game with all of the cards finally known. Let's break her down. Sapphire Ramp's key cards are Bell Strange but Special, Grammatella, Mickey Mouse Detective, One Jump Ahead, and Fishborn Quill. The goal, of course, is to keep your inkwell fully stocked. You can use Ramp as a Posido card draw, so you do not have to ink every turn, or get way ahead on inks to play larger characters and actions earlier than on curve. Bell is a great payoff. Sapphire now has a huge own large characters, so choice of a second ink is up to you. The opportunity combined with card draw to get large characters and abilities outside of on color, combined with early game removal rush characters for removal throughout the curve. The weakness, drawing too many enablers and not enough payoff. However, Bell really does help with this. If you're coming from any game where you loved just putting big fat fatties into play, this is the strategy for you. It's wonderful. And of course, my favorite addition is that now Bell is basically a battery for the deck herself. She does everything you want in one single card, allows you to additionally ramp, and you get the payoff from the ramp from her. Phenomenal addition to this strategy, and it's one that I think everyone will enjoy. Of course, the players playing against it that don't have a way to stop it. Next deck. If you're not into ramp, maybe you're a little more on the fan of combo, then Item Slingers is absolutely the deck for you. Let's break it down. Sapphire items. Key cards are the Scepter of Arendelle, Magic Golden Flower, Tamateo, So Shiny, Ariel, Wholesale Collector, and of course, Coconuts. The goals of this deck are to get multiple uses out of your items as both enablers and assisting with finishers. The opportunity, some other ink colors provide additional items to use for synergy. Swords, shields, lanterns, mirrors, anything else in the kitchen sink. Am I right, guys? Weakness, drawing too many enablers and not enough payoff, though Tamateo helps item removal. In the closing days of the final reveals, Item Slingers got a lot of love, and this is definitely a deck for any combo-oriented player. I think you're going to find a lot of fun and a lot of synergy with this, so definitely pick it up if that's the kind of game style that you're into. Let's move on to the next one. Steel Control, from the moment Tinkerbell was released, with the follow-up of Grab Your Swords, was absolutely something that was attractive to many players. Let's break it down. Steel Control's key cards are Tinkerbell Giant Fairy, Grab Your Swords, Fire the Cannon, Smash, and Hans 13th in line. The goals are to control the board through pinpoint or massive removal. If your opponent has no characters, can they win? The opportunity is to combine with card draw to get large characters and abilities and not fall behind in lore. Or you can combine with large lore characters to close the game out. It also forms a complementary basis for other packages. The weakness, steel characters have low lore values on their own, ward, and a lot of these are uninkable. Steel represents one of the best inks in the game. It has everything that you kind of want from it, and it really does fit well with almost any other ink. This particular package of removal can really go into any deck of your choosing. So if you're just looking for some filler and some great removal for any other packages, this is probably the one that you're most likely to combine with just about anything. If you enjoyed this video today and it was helpful in any way, please help us out. Hit the subscribe button. If you're looking for more content like this, we're going to be doing more in-depth deck reviews, more in-depth card analysis, telling everyone what is going to be the best bang for their buck when it comes to spending on Disney Lorcana. That is everything that this channel intends to cover. If you're looking for the deck list for these cores that we're starting with, join the Discord in the description below, as we'll be discussing all of them with our community every single moment we can. And of course, if you want even more in-depth analysis, I suggest you check out our Patreon and look what we're going to be doing once the game is ready to launch and tournaments start forming. Thank you guys so much for watching today. Make sure you comment. Let me know what your favorite core from this video was. And if we missed one, let us know that too. See you guys in the next video.